We have GPT-5 series available in AgenticFlow. So basically, what it means by this model is that actually I announcing in our Discord channel, but I just recap in here. So this is a model that the latest from ChatGPT. Oops. Let me copy this image, paste here. Okay. So, this model is, kind of like going to spend different time based on the task. So it will kind of like thinking whether it's going to invest further time. It depends on complexity. So majority of the time, it's going to spend very less on the, token per response. So it's going to be faster and respond okay. But for some of the case that it's going to spend much more in complex problem solving skill. So, it's going to also allow you to set the thinking time as well, whether you would like to make it like try out hard and so on. So we have that config available. So, later we will introducing that to you, so that you can also try. So how you set to this model is also quite straightforward. So it's going to be available in the PixelML, component, and then you just run down and you find GPT-5.1 and GPT-5.1 Codex and Codex Mini. So maybe let me show everyone like where we are exactly on this one. So we can search for this one. So this is the artificial analysis AI, and this one is actually going to showing where everything is at the moment, and you can see that the 5.1, which is the latest model, is scoring around 70 score, and it's actually better than the previous 5, and also even higher than the 5 Codex. And if you are looking into the 5, and let's just do 5 high and 5 medium. So as you can see, so OpenAI is still taking over the top 3 and also the 5 medium as well. And also just a few moments ago, we are also having a new Gemini 3 Pro preview. That's just taking the top leaderboard, I think just a few hours ago. So tomorrow during the working hour, we will start to adding the Gemini Pro preview so that you can also try to play around with that. Okay. So maybe just here, so the Gemini 3 Pro preview still be available on November 19. Okay. So that is the ETA that we have. So that is quite interesting. So we have a lot of like new model drop in a couple of days. Even like it's not the main release week for us, but for this one, we only want to make it like as latest as possible. So I would like to show with everyone on this part. But what I would like to do is, for example, like let's compare different model on how they perform on complex tasks. What I realize when I having the GPT 5.1 is that AgenticFlow is quite good in terms of like where we can compare between 5.1 and also the GPT maybe high Sonnet 4.5, and maybe we do the Kimi K2 Thinking. So because we still have a few minutes left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a use skill, which is the skill of Slack GIF creation. Okay. So this is a good skill, and I'm going to using these 3 model and going to create GIF, and then we will see together then which model is creating the best GIF that possible and how they perform. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will copy this one. I'm going to AgenticFlow. I'm going to put a new agent. I just say GPT 5.1 and Slack GIF. I create this agent. I change nothing. I only go into skill. I click add, using existing skill, which I already put, which is the Slack GIF creator. Oh, I think the UI is broken. So it causing some, this one is under the button. Okay, I need to go to AI Drive. Let me delete something that not make sense. Let me delete this one. Okay, the notebook LM, I think this doesn't make sense either. Let's delete this. Okay, make back to my agent. Edit. This is UI bug that we have to fix that. But anyway, so enable, upload it. Okay, Slack GIF creator, confirm. So this is a like kind of bland agent. I just add a skill. I just change that into the 5.1. Okay, I click confirm. Okay, so this is the first agent. Let's create a second agent. The second agent is going to be Sonnet 4.5. Let's create the news agent, Claude Sonnet 4.5, and we test it Slack GIF skill and create. Will be similar. We only click, we add existing skill, which is Slack GIF, and confirm, and just choosing the Sonnet 4.5. Okay, this one, and then confirm. And then I need to remember that we need to enable the code execution because this skill is actually having the code execution. Okay, same on the GPT-5 Slack, I need to enable code execution as well. Okay, so I'm going to do a third one, which is the third model that's going to creating this this. Okay, it's going to be Kimi K2 Thinking and Slack GIF skill. Okay, let's create. I'm going to using Kimi K2 Thinking. I think it should be here. Okay, let's using this one. Confirm and save. Adding the skill that we have. Okay, this one confirm as well. And going to this one, enable, and save. All right, so we have three agents, which is first one is Sonnet 4.5. Second one is the first one is GPT-5.1. The second is Sonnet. The third one is Kimi, which is having the same. So I'm going to give it a prompt so that we will observe like which agent is going to do better on certain things. I'm going to ask the agent just doing like this. Can you create a Slack skill and create a rocket with a short takeoff then looping back? Okay, so I will give this task to GPT 5.1. I click new chat. I paste here. Can you use Slack skill and create a ship it rocket doing short takeoff then looping back? I send the task. I'm going to send the same for Sonnet. And also sending to Kimi. Alright, they are all go on the work. Then let's see. So GPT 5.1 is started with the thinking. It starts to read and also browsing the skill. Okay, it read a lot. Why does too many read? Okay, so it reading this file gitbuilder.py. Okay, the second one is template move. Okay, and the third one is core. So it means it read different file in here and it have some good reasoning. First one, you need to create a Python animation script and creating the GIF script. Okay, I think GPT 5.1 is quite interesting. It's creating the entire plan in the brand before actually doing the work. Okay, it's going to using okay, it's creating this one. Okay, so it created a plan. Use code execution tool to, so this, the second prompt that I'm going to give it is to run the code, that code, and use file system to save the GIF. Okay, so this is the second prompt that I'm going to give to every agent because we need to have the GIF, right? Otherwise it doesn't work. Let me give this one to GPT 5.1. Let me go into GPT. Okay, Sonnet is quite disappointing me. So it actually reading this one. Oh no. I think Sonnet is better because Sonnet is actually not stopping at the execution. It knowing that it going to create the rocket animation directly on the environment, while GPT-5 is stopping in middle of way. It doesn't create until I explicitly tell it to do. But Sonnet is better, okay? So let me display the GIF. Oh, it finished because cursor limit reached. I'll just say continue. Okay, that is quite interesting. So as you can see, the trade log of Sonnet 4 is quite lean, but it really like just jump into solving the problem. It read only 2 files, the skill.md, and the second is move.py. And then it starts to execute the code directly. And then it's going to start the executing code. And then let's see. Because the script is not solving. So we are looking into Claude Sonnet 4.5 and it's using the Slack skill in order to creating a GIF file. Let's see what it come back with. Claude is, sometimes it doesn't like to talk too much. I think it would just ingessing the data and trying to execute, do the work. Okay. It running different. So let's click on this one. Recreate a rocket GIF. Okay. So it generates some code and execute on the environment. It takes quite a lot. Let me change this one to 100. And let's just say continue. Okay. Okay, it even solving some bug in the environment. Now create GIF with the fixes module. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back into our part. Okay, it creating the file in here already. Can use file system to, can you download that file to AI drive and start that? Okay. In the code execution, if you enable the file operation, then it can have ability to download the working file or maybe the result, which I was saying this is the like ship it rocket.gif in the machine of the agent into our AI drive. So it's going to download the screen. Okay. Let's see what GPT-5 lost the files already. Okay, it decided that, okay, by not having to finding that file, it just rather run file and also looking for the file again. Okay, the recursion is also having problem. Let's increasing this one to 100. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, the file is now saved to AI drive at shipItRocket.gif. So let me copy this one. Let me go into my AI drive, open AI drive. I'm going to search for this one, shipItRocket. Okay, so this one is the one that ChatGPT is creating. So let's open this one. This is It's looping, but it doesn't look like a rocket at all. Okay, anyway, so let's put this one next to GPT-5. So this is the result of GPT-5. So let's come into our Claude and see what this guy is doing. Okay, this guy is still doing execution to looking for the code. But anyway, so just wait for him. Yeah, for this one is the Kimi 2 Thinking guy. So let's see. So Kimi 2 Thinking is also receiving one command. It's starting with reader, browsing, read 3 times, and it's executing this one and facing some problem. But it was having an error in here. So I am assuming that this also facing the problem because we limit the recursion limit. So we can change that to 100 in here. So just click save. And I take content. Alright, so let's wait for this guy is doing. Let me come back to Slack. To Sonnet 4.5. Wow, this guy is trying to do a lot of things. So as you can see, GPT 4.1 is the fastest way that creating a GIF like this one. I don't know what is the meaning of this one, but if we are imagining this one is a rocket, then yes, take off, it loop and it back, but it doesn't look like a rocket. Okay, let me put it second attempt. Can you make better rocket? I don't see as a rocket. The movement is okay too. Okay, yeah, let's see what this guy is doing. For this guy, it was kind of like waiting forever. I didn't anticipate that Sonnet is that bad like this. Maybe let me copy this one. What should I do? Sonnet's supposed to be something better, but it doesn't look like it's going to do well. Let me create a new chat on Sonnet 4.5. Let me put this prompt again. Okay. First is install the required dependency. It read only information and it starts to create. It is quite structured approach from Claude, I think. So it is reaching to this one is quite fast, but I don't know why in a previous chat it doesn't really yelling very good understanding and respond on this part. Okay, let's wait for this guy. Come back to okay, so Kimi K2 Thinking is already finished on this one, but it doesn't having the file yet. So what I need to do is I need to give it a prompt, which is the similar prompt like what I gave to GPT-5. I will put it here. I will enable the file system. I save it. You download the file to file system. Okay, it will download from file section. So it will download the ship it rocket. And what is the output? The finals file. Okay. Okay, what is the issue? actually is looking for the file, because the code execution is actually executed in a very secure machine. So this machine doesn't have the ability to interfering with AgenticFlow, and we only interacting with that through our the tool that we provide to the agent to make sure that it doesn't really make something wrong. So I think this machine is also not persistent, so it can be killed if there's no operation at all. So basically, I think because we waiting it for too long before giving the next instruction, so the machine that holding the information is already released. So it means the lesson learned here is you should using or asking the agent to using the tool like download from section in order to get the file out of the machine immediately after it doing something. Otherwise, it will risk to losing the information. So I think in here, Kimi is actually decide that I don't want to wait anymore. I'm going to create a new rocket. So it make the same decision like GPT 5.1. So let me come back into GPT 5.1. What is the result for now? So it is creating a new one. Okay. It's creating a new one already. There's no content. Ship rocket draw. Okay, let me search for this one. Okay, there's no file like this. Let's switch back to Kimi. Alright, Kimi is trying to creating a new one. Sometimes working with these agents is kind of like you are steering their behavior in a way that they can follow an instruction. If you don't really give the detailed instruction, they will just go on, and they try to explore different things and not having this one. So it's been up until now only GPT 5.1. Okay, it is in here, but I don't see it. Let me refresh this one. I think I understand because my site is not refreshed yet. So let me download. Okay, so this is a second attempt. Alright, it's better, right? So this is a second attempt from GPT 5.1. So actually, it following the instruction quite well. So when it, when I just saying like, can you use Slack skill and create a rocket with short takeoff and then looping back? Actually, it turned out to be this one. Now let me copy this one and I will paste that into our. Oh, this is not a GIF file. Let me drop that into our Discord. Yeah, so this is a new icon that creating by GPT 5.1 using the Slack skill. In the meantime, I think alright. It was stop. Okay, so I think Sonnet is also having that. Recreate that. Download it from the machine and view it in AI Drive. I enable file system for it and save, and then try again. Alright, up until now, I think only GPT 5.1 is successfully doing this task. For the other, is quite not so good. Okay. Yeah, I think Kimi is kind of like misunderstanding this one. Okay, ship it rocket dot create. Alright, so this Kimi also creating a new ship it rocket dot give. So let me refresh this one. I think this is a new file. I think Kimi was overriding the file from ChatGPT. Okay, so this is what Kimi is providing. Okay, let me open for you. It's not even looping. It look like the first version of ChatGPT, but at least ChatGPT is going to be like looping around, but Kimi is kind of like stuck in here. So the way that it's writing is not so well, I would say. Okay, for ChatGPT, for this one is Claude. Yeah, I need to wait for Claude to respond and answering this. For Kimi, what I'm going to ask Kimi to do is to, oh wait, I'm going to ask Kimi the same with what I asking the agent. Can you make a better rocket? Also save as new name. Okay. Let's ask Kimi to make it better if it can do. Okay. Okay, so this is another one from a attempt from Claude. Okay, it quite struggle, but it finally can make it. Let me having a same. Also save as the new name. Alright, so while waiting, so we review again. 5.1, this is the first attempt. This is the second attempt, which is making the better rocket. Yep, I think we can obviously see that. And for Kimi, it is also having another attempt, which is the file that we see before. Wait. It just create a new file. It's overriding this. Okay, it having the rocket custom. So let me refresh this page. Let me search for this one, custom.gif. Okay, so this one is the second attempt from Kimi. So it is not even looping. It's like look like a trash can. It's jumping back and down. Okay, comparing to this one from ChatGPT is look like it is just the other level. Okay, so this one is the second one is on the Kimi. And let's do one more time. Okay. Okay, so this is the second attempt from Claude. So it is actually creating a rocket with a loop. So because rocket doing a short takeoff then looping back. So actually this is the first attempt of Claude and this is the second attempt. So from what I understand, the current okay, so this one is actually the second attempt from Claude. So that is interesting. So so just to recap, so this is the result from GPT 5.1. This is the result from Claude 4.5, and this is the result from Kimi K2 Thinking. So I would like to declare that GPT 5.1 is kind of like a winner in terms of like following the instruction and actually code execution to creating this one. is quite close to what we described. I think this because it's having the thinking, so it can analyzing the instruction quite clear. For Claude, I think the code execution is okay. It's a loop, but it's not following the original instruction quite well. And for Kimi, yes, I don't think it is a good one for this task. Anyway, I think that is interesting to have this experiment, so that we can kind of like see. So I think we can we can see this is Sonnet, and second one is the custom is Kimi, and I think the third one is the drawer. This one is on GPT 5.1, and I would like to declare this one is a winner. Oops. No. Let's just draw. So GPT 5.1 is actually our winner for today. On this task. Anyway, so I think that's it for today. I hope that you enjoying the this one, and having the comparison of this one can help us to compare different model for which task. I think GPT 5.1 is quite good in the size and also the price. You can also try that, and given the other equivalent like Sonnet 4.5 and Kimi K2 Thinking, I think this model is very cheap, which is Kimi K2 Thinking. But for normal tasks, I would suggest that you can use 5.1, and you can use that in AgenticFlow. Alright, yeah, I think that's it. So thanks everyone for your time today.